Now I'm going to ask for more money.
With Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, and more to your seat. Find out more at Eclipse.
You're in a hurry to get on the air, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Well, the jingle? Where did the jingle go? I don't know. Anyway, here we go.
Well,
anyway,
there's a reason for it, Jamie, because, today's a special day, so I thought I better dress up a little bit.
Oh, look at it.
And go. And the happiest of birthdays, Jamie.
Thank you. We've got a great week this week. What a contrast in movies. And I'm really looking forward to our first review. And I never seen the first one of these, but you sent me all the clips, and I was absolutely busting. My gut is busted from all the laughing I've done, and they're only the clips. Freakier Friday.
Freakier Friday. Now, to be honest with you, I hadn't seen the first one either, or I tell a lie. I had seen the really old, really old version with Jodie Foster, which I think was on telly a bit when I was a kid, because I think it was made in 1972, 73. And then there was a version with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan, who was the big kid star at the time, made in 2003. Now, Jamie Lee Curtis, who is great crack in any interview, and she doesn't take nonsense from anyone, but she is great crack. But she says all the famous movies she's been in, Trading Places, True Lies, Halloween, nobody has asked her more questions, or she's never asked more questions about anything than this. Freaky Friday. Would there ever be another Freaky Friday? And girls and women of all ages, it was the one thing mums and daughters could go and see and watch, and kept on saying to her, are you making another one? Well, they've made another one.
Change the hearts you know are wrong to reach the place where you belong.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Okay,
Who am I? It's me, it's Mom. If you're me and I'm you, then who's that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart. Yeah! Last time we convinced everyone that we were each other until we switched back.
I didn't want to be a part of this family, and now I'm part of some dodgy family curse? And I'm the eldest?
As teenagers, we have no power. But as adults,
We can break our parents up for good.
But anyway, let's say there's a couple of changes in there. There isn't there?
Yeah. So the first one, which I actually watched the night before last, right? It's on Disney Plus. So I watched that the night before last. So I was ready. I knew the plot. I'd seen Big and vice versa. So it's not an original story in the body swap, but it was just Freaky Friday did it better than most, where Jamie Lee Curtis was the uptight mum. Lindsay Lohan was the rock star daughter, and they swapped places, and great fun. So what's now happening is Lindsay Lohan is now the straight mom. Jamie Lee Curtis is the hippie grandma, but they're getting married. Lindsay Lohan's getting married. There's a stepdaughter. They don't get on, so now there's a four-way switch, and they end up switching bodies, and hilarity ensues. Now, we were saying the last couple of weeks, we were on a good run lately, Jamie, aren't we? And I was saying, maybe it's because the world is so grim at the moment that everything has been quite upbeat and uplifting. And although we'll come to that in a minute, but we've had very heroic superhero movies with The Naked Gun, just pure laughs, and now we're back to pure, wholehearted, good fun, family fun Disney movie. Tick, 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 all the boxes. This is great crack. It's everything about it that Disney does well. They used to do this a lot in the 70s and 80s, and they're doing it well again now. Everyone will enjoy it. There's a really good soundtrack, lots of funny cameos. The characters are great crack. Now, it's not perfect in that I think it's a bit stretched with the four of them. And probably the young girls having to play the straight-laced mum and grandmother probably isn't the same fun as Jamie Lee Curtis is having by being a spoilt brat granny. And she's running around fashion obsessed, checking out young boys and all that sort of, forgetting that she's in the granny's body. Mind you, it's Jamie Lee Curtis's granny's body, so like it's Hollywood grandmother, but still, she's so funny, she's so good crack, and that sort of confidence. If you ever see her in interviews where she doesn't take nonsense, she's quite happily, she's saying, I am the Hollywood star that's gone grey and has my short hair because I like it. And shove it if you don't. And she brings that attitude to Freaky Friday. And Lindsay Lohan is good crack as well. It's great to see her back and forth because she was such a big star and things went off the rails for her a little bit. And, to see, not the redemption, that's too strong. But it's just great to see people given a chance because all the male stars are always given chances. They all went off the rails and fine. But suddenly when it's a young woman, it's suddenly a problem. It's not. She's great. She's good fun, but it's all about Jamie Lee Curtis, Jamie. She's just so good. She gets all the best lines. But also, one of the reasons you'd really like it is In the first one, Lindsay Lohan, she was in a teenage band and they were going to be big stars. Then in this one, they've become big stars, but when she had her daughter, she gave up and now she manages stars. But there's still lots of chances for music in it. And they're really good because, you know, like Miley Cyrus, all those Disney pop princesses, they always had good tunes behind them. And they've a couple of great original songs here, loads of cameos, loads of fun. And I think as well, there's lots of father and son movies, and I don't think this excludes the boys as well. The boys will love this too, but I think there's something about the mums and daughters going to see this, and like the movie, there's lots of people who went as mum and daughter went to see the first one that would be known now going as granny, daughter, and granddaughter to go and see this one, and they're going to love it just as much. It's just good, wholesome fun. It's PG fun, you know, and it is a bit silly, and there's a few jokes that are very American and all that, but it's just nice.
Who cares?
Who cares? It's good crack.
Absolutely. Jamie Lee Curtis, watch her in anything. She's brilliant. Yeah. That's Freakier Friday. When does that open?
That opens tomorrow. Freaky Friday.
I thought he'd get a pun in there.
Yeah.
It's Friday. Okay. Something totally different. Weapons. Hit me with this.
Yeah. Now, first of all, if you saw a bit of the trailer, you'd be creeped out and you go, oh, Collie, I don't think this is for me. No, this is one of those scary, clever movies that I think you'd actually enjoy if we got you to stay in your seat for the first 10 minutes, because it's very scary in the first 10 minutes. I thought this is particularly good. Now, I thought I was going to be disappointed with this, and I'll tell you why. I had relatively low expectations for The Naked Gun, for Fantastic Four, even for Freaky Friday. I was going to ask for Teenage Girls. I mightn't enjoy it, and I end up loving them all. This has got like 5-star reviews and 100% everywhere. So I automatically thought, oh, it's so overhyped. Right. You know, it mightn't be the thing. It is great, and the less you know about it, the better. So I'm really not going to spoil it. But all it is, so Julia Garner, who's a brilliant actress, lots of people know her from Ozark. She's also in the Fantastic Four, but she's a school teacher, and she goes to school one day and only one kid turns up. And it turns out every other kid in the class got out of bed at exactly 17 minutes past 2 in the middle of the night and disappeared. And nobody in the town knows what's happened. And there's kind of a Pied Piper vibe here. And of course, everyone blames her. And what the mystery is, we don't know. And the movie takes it from there. And it shows you lots of different characters. And it's kind of like Rashomon. You see things, the same event from different people's views, leading up to what it is. I did not, until the last 25 minutes when they reveal anything, I didn't know where this was going at all. And I loved it for that. It wasn't because it was confusing. It was because it keeps on pulling the rug out from under your feet. You go, it's this movie. It's her fault. Oh, no, here we go. I thought this was absolutely super. I was completely gripped to it. The only thing that was weird about it was one of those that I went outside and then, you know, it's 10:30 in the morning. You go, oh, I can't have watched a movie like that to be that creepy. This is going to be on a lot of people's lists of best movies of the year. So if you like a bit of a scare, but you don't want to just see some idiot chasing young women with a knife, you know, all that sort of stupid stuff, this is very good. Highly recommended.
Okay. I suppose our next movie will be catching up with that Material Girl. Comedy drama, some great stars.
Yeah.
Any good?
Really good cast. Well, we don't know yet because it only opens on Wednesday and I haven't seen the preview. I'm hoping to see a preview tomorrow. So this starts Pedro Pascal, who's in everything at the moment, but also Dakota Johnson and Chris Evans. And basically it's one of those, an intelligent, I think it's more drama than comedy, but there's a lot of comedy in it. So Dakota Johnson, she meets Pedro Pascal. He's a little bit older, but very sophisticated, very wealthy, very successful man, incredibly handsome. But then who comes on the scene but Chris Evans, her ex-boyfriend, who's completely unreliable. But you know, when the heart wants what the heart wants, it's hard to make decisions. Now, I think, again, I would kind of go, so, probably not for me. But this movie is made by a woman called Celine Song, who wrote a movie called Past Lives, which is on Netflix at the moment, I think. It's one of the, again, an absolutely brilliant romantic drama about someone who reunites with her ex-boyfriend, and she's moved, they were both in Korea, she's moved off to New York, and it's one of the most beautiful, saddest, most lovely movies I've seen in a long time. Beautiful film, isn't it? Yeah, and so I'm really curious to see what this goes. And again, isn't it great from all the movies we've talked about to have something that's completely different? There's been nothing like this in the cinemas for ages. So I'm looking forward to this. This opens on Wednesday, and I'll tell you all about it next week.
Okay, right. Mr. Monday, what are you bringing back? Something Irish?
4 Letters of Love, which is one of the ones I would almost say I mightn't have got right because I thought it was a bit too twee, a bit too corny, but people have absolutely loved it. Chocolate Box, and of course, it stars Donegal. Also Pierce Brosnan, but mostly Donegal. Looks absolutely beautiful. And your last chance to see it on Monday.
Okay. That's Collie in the movies. And nothing else coming up on the movies this week?
No, nothing this week. So we've the materials. We've a lot of small, interesting movies. And in a couple of weeks, we'll have to get you up for Jaws. 50 years since Jaws. Oh my God.
I can't wait to get my teeth into that.
Yeah.
Now, that's Collie and movies. Till next week.
Bye.
Rise Films